Moving on, we've got Cardinals plus 8.5 in Cleveland. Another ugly one. 91% of the bets on the Browns, 76% of the money on the Browns.
DJ.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. No Josh Dobbs in Arizona. I think my only point before you can go ahead is I don't know what compels anyone to take the Cardinals in this spot.
I already did. I took it on Monday.
We're off again.
You clearly didn't read my article. Oh, my God. Every one of their mothers betting the Browns because they're thinking the same way as you. You're the public right now. You're the public. You know what, though? Hey, Public's winning right now. So
doesn't mean it's bad.
That's actually a compliment. That's a compliment. I don't give a shit who the quarterback is. The Browns are not as good lately against the run, and the Cardinals are really good rushing the ball this season. I think, too, that this screams the week 1 matchup of Commanders and Cardinals for me, where everyone was like, oh, my God, the Cardinals are shit. Like, yeah, give me the Commanders -6 or -7, whatever it was. And it ended up being a close game. Like, this total says it, too. It's a 37.5 total, and we're going to dog at 8.5. Like, the Browns cannot trot out there with P.J. Walker at quarterback again after how shit it's been and some of the poor decision-making by Kevin Stefanski. There's so many, for every bad thing you can say about the Cardinals, I think there's ample things that you can say bad against the Browns, too, besides the Browns' defense. Actually, no, I'm going to correct myself. The Browns' defense has not been as good the last few weeks, too, compared to how hot their start was at the beginning of the season. So
it has not.
To your tape point, maybe that's a tape thing.
It's a get-right game for them. It's a get-right game for them, for their defense. P.J. Walker, 7-2 ATS in his NFL career, covering the spread by 10.3 PPG, Andrew.
That's fine.
You're talking bad about P.J. Walker, but he's 7-2 ATS.
P.J.
Walker teams have never lost a home game that he started. Ever.
They should have traded back for P.J. Walker. Should have traded back for him. I mean, for Josh Dobbs.
Temple, Philadelphia King, P.J. Walker. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, XFL legend or USFL, whatever league he came from.
Yeah.
I love the Cardinals here, man. I wish that I got 8.5. I got 8, so that's a bad CLV. But I had all the CLV in the world last week and got murdered, so it doesn't really matter right now.
It's one of those really ugly ones where, again, part of the reason why I think the slate is so ugly. But Cardinals at Browns screams like, how can the Cardinals score points? And if you take the last 2 games from the Browns defense out of it, there's no way in hell you would back anything under 10 points for the Cardinals here, especially with a backup quarterback, and not necessarily backup, but I guess it is a backup because Kyler Murray's out. So I don't know.
Plain tune, yeah.
It's just disgusting. I cannot take Cardinals plus 8.5. If I do anything, it's Browns. I might stay away. Like I said, this is a very ugly slate with crazy numbers. Like you're seeing, the public and money are heavy on some sides here. So it's going to be a really interesting week come Sunday, and I'm curious to see how things change. Like if people continue to come in on the Cardinals, if people continue to slam the Browns, it's going to be weird. And do you have any more points, or can I go to this next crazy one?
I just wanted to remember that you said if you take out the last 2 games for the Browns when we cover the Colts game, because the Colts hung 38 on that Browns defense. So
I know.
Let's just keep that in mind. This great Browns defense that the Colts hung 38 on. When we
before
the
Colts
game, too.
The Browns were having a historic defensive year, and it wasn't like they were playing no one. They were playing the Steelers and the Ravens and these good teams. So.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
26 to the Steelers, 28 to the Ravens. Ravens
Two
are
of those
awesome.
were defensive touchdowns. Like, let's chill.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. I'm telling you, dude, and I said this in my article as well, there's a lot more stats and insight that I gave into this play at happyhoursports.net. Go find my article there. Should be right on the homepage. There's a lot more that's gone into it, but it just really, really gives me the week 1 vibes of Commanders and Cardinals, where everyone's just like, wow, the Cardinals suck. But the Cardinals and Browns are both at 500 ATS this season. Like, it's not like either of them are covering spreads like mad. They are both at 500. The Cardinals are 4-4. The Browns are 3-1. So I'll go with the Cards with a touchdown or more. I think that's an awesome spot for them.
One thing that I will say that is interesting, the Cardinals are the only team this year that have not been bet by the public. Doesn't look like they're going to be
Of
this.
course not.
Doesn't look like it's going to be this way this series, this game either.
No.
So,
Oh God, no. Yeah, it's not. Everyone's slamming the Browns.
yeah, I think it's going to be hard to cover, 8-9 points too if the total's so low. But I thank you guys for listening. This is our breakdown of Week 9 in the NFL. It's been fun. Eddie and I have been on the opposite side of a lot of these games, but as always, you can check out our articles as always on happyhoursports.net for NFL. NBA is ramping up. We've got NHL ramping up as well. College football as always, and then of course the Prelim and Pilsners podcast, or is it
Pilsners and Prelims?
Pilsners and Prelims podcast. I know. Again, I made the name and I still forget it, but that's how catchy it is. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, we just got done recording for UFC Sao Paulo last night. You will see that. Well, that'll be out by the time this podcast comes out. So definitely go check us out. We previewed every single fight on that card, besides the one that got nixed with Elvis Brenner, where he got a different opponent. As well as be sure to check us out for hockey content. I know DJ touched on it, but we've got 3 dedicated hockey writers now on the site, and they are super fired up about hockey being back. And they're writing some cool pieces. It's not just betting stuff. There's a lot of opinion stuff on there too, where I feel like if you guys go and read their stuff and want to chime in too, definitely find them on Twitter and where they post a lot of their content and join that conversation. So couldn't be more excited about what's going on, to your point, Deej, and couldn't be more excited to bounce back in Week 9 either.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm excited to get into it. So thank you guys for listening. As always, we are here on Sharpen the Public every Tuesday and Friday, recapping and previewing NFL weeks. Thank you for listening. We will catch you next time. And thank you for checking us out on YouTube. Keep getting us some support. We're getting a few subscribers here and there. So thank you to everyone on YouTube. We appreciate you. And hopefully we can keep on winning for you. So
cheers, guys. The boys bet better with beer.